New camera. Actually, it looks better.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Yeah.
New
camera. At Saddleback again, and we're doing some fun stuff with two bikes. My Argon 18 E119 and the Sun. We're gonna. Pardon?
2 bikes, 1 brand.
2 bikes, 1 brand. Is that a secret film?
I think so.
So we're gonna be doing some bike pimping today. We're gonna do one video that's focused on the TT bike and one video that's focused on the road bike. I'm gonna start off with the road bike. We're basically gonna build it up with. It's already got light wheels on it, but we're going to make them even lighter. So first thing we want to do is actually weigh it now to work out what it weighs, and then we'll weigh it again afterwards. Can't remember what this weighed, but it is pretty impressive for like a semi-aero bike. We've got bottles on there, we've got power meter pedals, we've got Garmin, we've got a light. What do you reckon?
7.2.
7.2. That's a. I think you're probably pretty spot on, to be honest with you.
What are you going for?
7.5.
Okay.
I think it's a bit heavier. Oh, we're both wrong.
Almost spot on 8.
About 8. Which, with to be fair, with power meter pedals, lights, Garmin, bottles on, that's not bad.
It's basically spot on 8.
8. Just say 8.
Yeah.
So we're going to make this lighter. Don't know how much lighter yet, but I'm curious. I think you're pretty curious.
Yep.
We're gonna be rebuilding these wheels with some lighter hubs. I've also got lighter tyres.
Oh.
Yeah. The Pro 1 TTs.
Yep.
Anyway, so we've got to take these wheels over to lovely Charles, who's gonna destroy them, dismantle them, and rebuild them.
Yep. Make them look pretty.
Sound great.
Right.
Those Enve hubs sound fantastic.
Yeah. The inner drive system is really clever. Yeah, so 24mm spindle. It's a press fit 86 or 92, which is what this is. These are the steel bearings, but they're like super low friction, and it has labyrinth seals on it. So
like the David Bowie film.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yes. So you'll either turn into an owl and fly off into the moonlight, or I don't know, kidnap children. One of the two. That's the only options.
Neither of them are good.
Neither of them are good. No.
Actually, an owl's kind of cool. Owl.
Ow! Out of the two options, that's the one to choose. Then I guess you could say this is the pièce de résistance. It's this bad boy.
Look at this monster.
That sticker is what you're going for.
Look at this monster.
Yeah, I mean, look at that.
It's shiny.
Like, so this is, you're saving your watts, but, and this is sort of the often overlooked part, is actually you're improving your shift performance, because the strength of this mechanism, the setup over the original cage, this is nowhere near as flexible as the original cage. So what you'll have is, as the upper jockey wheel moves, because the derailleur is pushing the upper jockey wheel across, the lower one is still beholden to where the chain is coming through from the chain rings.
So in theory, because this is stiffer, you're getting less sort of like flex in it, right? Yeah, which ultimately means it's going to be more efficient as well.
Exactly.
Not just the fact it's got ceramic spinnies in it; it is actually going to be more efficient because it's stiffer.
Yeah, exactly. And then it's that sort of shift speed. So rather than the lower jockey wheel sort of, I'm not saying a sashaying around at all, but there's a delay in that movement. This is dead straight, bang, 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 bang into it, and that's.
It's a beautiful. I mean, I'm a huge fan of Kogel. I have been for years anyway. That is beautiful. It's a nuts looking thing.
It's a wicked bit of kit. So yeah, there's a weight penalty to it for sure. So it's a little bit heavier than the stock Dura-Race cage that we're replacing. But what you gain out of the efficiencies and shift performance far outweighs the
and it's a time trial bike.
Yeah.
They're heavy as hell anyway.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't. You're more about aero than you are weight with something like this.
Exactly. And this is crazy aerodynamic as well. Yeah. It's very cool.
It is really cool. That is.
Tooth front.
Goes quite well with the rear wheel.
Exactly. Yeah.
God, that's gonna look mint.
And that's what we're replacing. So
it is
yeah,
bigger, isn't it?
yeah. So we've got a 14 tooth upper and 19 tooth lower, and that's replacing. I think it's 12 and 12.
This is the scariest thing of any bikes. Is the hammer out bottom brackets.
It reverberates a lot with these wheels. It is very loud here.
It's very loud here. Pardon?
What?
Does it spin nice?
It does spin very nice. It's very smooth.
Oh.
And these are the road ones. So you've got two options: road or the CX. The CX is just
it's a better seal on it, basically. Yeah.
It has a little bit more friction to it, but if you're putting something which you want efficiency of drive but a bit more durability, you put the CX ones. It's good sort of all year round. But if you want performance, maximum performance, then this is the one to go for.
So Kogel's a new brand for Saddleback, right?
It is, yes. Relatively speaking.
Couple of months.
Yeah, end of last year.
End of last year, right?
Yeah, seems all too long ago now. But they properly fit within that ethos of what we are trying to do.
Yeah.
Sort of the home of performance cycling, and they really understand the sport, like how to get the most out of those not so often considered parts. Like just not make every product under the sun. Select things that you know you're really good at, and do it better than everyone else, basically. So the bottom brackets, the tolerances are excellent. The cages, like the Colossus cage, because you've got the standard Colossus cage and then the aero cage. The standard Colossus cage, you want the best shifting on your bike, then that's the way to go. Definitely. So it's just about maximising every little facet on your bike, basically. The value comes from the fact that you really only have to buy once. That's it, really.
You're actually screwing yourself out of business.
We really are. Yeah, it's not. It's a sustainable business practice that is not commercially sustainable.
Some people might know, back in the day when I worked for Jam, we used to sell Kogel stuff, and so I already know the business and the brand very well. But that's going back 6 years now, so they've changed a lot as a business since then. When we did it, this kind of thing didn't exist, any of the oversized stuff. So seeing how Kogel has expanded and grown to start to produce things like this, which are, you know, incredibly great in the sense there's a performance benefit, but it's also something that's going to last a long time. It's not a one use and done. It's something that you can use throughout the year, and it's going to ride fantastic and it's easy to service and maintain. So it's fantastic seeing how they've grown as a business over the time, and it looks mint.
Any opportunity for random shinies?
Wow, that looks cool. How much nicer does that look than the standard one as well? Just looks better. I didn't actually know Kogel did these. Yeah, these are ridiculous. I even like that the packaging is size specific.
Yeah.
So basically, if you're fitting one of these, you have to remove the existing cage on the rear mech and replace it effectively, which sounds pretty simple. It is relatively simple. It's just knowing how to do it, isn't it?
Yeah. If anyone can add to it, add the cage to the existing cage.
So you've got 4 jockey wheels.
Then I'll give you a cash prize of whatever is in
Wait,
the top.
don't downhill mountain bikes have like 4 like weird chain
Sorry, I didn't mean
things?
to look at you like that.
I don't know mountain bikes that well. They've got weird chain things going on, haven't they?
Oh, they've got high idlers, yeah. So, it's coming for a lot of things. So you got like a jockey wheel up there.
Yeah.
You got okay. It's not jockey wheels, but the Pivot Phoenix, the new one, has 2 chain rings.
What?
Three chain rings technically.
Well, that bike's got 2.
But it's a 1x system. So you have a chain ring attached to a chain set.
Yeah.
Going up to another. I'm going to call it a chain ring. It's not a chain ring. It's a big cog.
Yeah.
And then behind that's another cog. So there's a loop like this.
Yeah.
And then there's the one going back to the gears. So it means that you don't have a chain coming along the bottom which can be slapped and smacked and all.
So you don't get so much chain sag.
No, and it because of the way that the pivots are, because it's high pivot.
Yeah.
It then also doesn't affect the way the suspension operates either.
Oh, okay.
Because the chain, even the tension of the cage acting against the suspension, slows that initial movement. So it makes it that initial inertia to operate just a little bit higher. I mean, it's for someone like myself who is a mere mortal with mountain biking, I wouldn't notice at all. But for those guys who are charging down the mountains at 60 mile an hour sort of thing, and
marginal gains thing, right?
All that sort of stuff. Yeah, they do generally notice. Like they can tell when it's hanging up, the suspension's hanging up and stuff. So
they're more clever than us. Cleverer than us.
It's a different sport, but when it comes to that sort of thing, 100%.
Yeah. Definitely spins.
Is that the code will BB in there now?
Yeah.